But we're talking about these in your spiritual life. As you're trying to go forward, this happens with men and women that come out of prison a lot. It really does. They get going good, they get going smooth, but then all of a sudden, the bumps in the road start to hit. What do? If you stick to this book, if you cling to this book like your life depends upon it, and it does, you're going to be successful. Because this book is going to show you exactly what to do. It will not fail you. It will not forsake you. So when I go through those times and I need wisdom from God, I know God's not holding it back, because it tells me right there in James, He gives it to you liberally, without reproach. He gives it to you without fault finding, without making fun of you. It's not like, where you're hanging out with your friends and you're a little kid, you gotta go ask your mother. It's not like that. God doesn't make fun of you. God loves us and cares about us. He wants us to have the answer when we're going through that test or trial, so we can go to Him, just like we would go to our mother or father and ask them for advice. But God's advice is always perfect. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and don't lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. There's two words in there that are significant for today. There's a lot of significant words in there. One of them is the word ways. That means a road, a course, a mode of action, or a specific opportunity. It could also be referring to those opportunities and things that you come upon on a day-to-day basis. So I like to think in my own life that I like to go to the Word every single day. Every day, whether I need to or not. Because I don't know what I'm going to encounter that day. You go to work, obviously, most of us here today, we don't work in probably a fully Christian environment. So you're going out there into the world. Our old pastor used to have a sign wanted to put a sign over the outside of the church saying you're now entering the mission field, and that's really where you're at. So you're going to encounter some situations that are they're not what was part of your plan. Pastor Dave and I were talking about that. We said there's a lot of people that they pray and they ask the Lord to bless their plan. Or they say, well, when I get there, I'm going to do this, this, and this. But sometimes you get there, and that just doesn't happen. It's not at all what you picture. So you really need to have a relationship with God so He can lead you in all your ways, in all your days. And then it says to acknowledge Him in all your ways. That word acknowledge is yada in the Hebrew, and it means to know by observation, investigation, reflection, or first-hand experience. But the highest level of yada is direct, intimate contact. And it gives you that analogy of an intimacy, like as in a marriage. If